we're going to learn more about the My Life in a Bag Foundation. The nonprofit organization gives foster children luggage, essentials, and most importantly, a sense of pride. Today, I'm joined by the founder and CEO of My Life in a Bag Foundation, Bizkit Smith. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for bringing this beautiful artwork. This is going to tie into a big art gala you have coming up on November 8th that we're going to get into all the details about. But first, I want you to tell us what inspired the mission for My Life in a Bag Foundation.
Well, I was working in a residential group home, Mary Grove, Every Child's Hope. And as I spent that time there, a lot of the kids kept coming into the system with their items in trash bags. And so I was always the one that wanted to greet them, let them know that they'll be okay. I know they're nervous or scared, and try to calm them and let them know we're going to get through this. But when I would take the time to count out each individual item they had in the bag so we can make sure they got enough for whatever their needs were, it just kept bothering me that these trash bags. So even in times where they would go home visits or overnight visits, we literally would go get a brand new trash bag and we would place that stuff in there and send them on their way. And it was just something I just couldn't take no more. And so after some times of being on the road a lot as executive protection, some of my clients, they will go speak to kids in foster care and all that stuff, different things like that. And I thought I was crazy, but I was like, I'm in Japan or I'm in these other countries in trash bags. So that's when I knew something was wrong. We're not doing something right, because I thought it was a St. Louis thing, but it was a worldwide thing. And then that's when it was spoken to me by the Lord saying, now do something about it. And so one of the things of having the perks of being executive protection, you get the same things the artists say, get free luggage and stuff. And I just happen to like luggage. And the Lord said, give it away. And that's what I started doing. So when the kids got to go on home visits, I would give them this luggage. And their whole life would light up. And it's like, I get to put my clothes in here, and it was like, yeah. And it was like, it just changed the course of how they saw their life being in the system. Like, somebody do care about me. And that's something I took for granted. I thought just being a staff, it was enough, but it wasn't. They really wasn't not feeling that they was cared about. And that was the start right there. So.
It's really interesting because I don't think, until you're bringing this up, a lot of people recognize that with foster children, that they, just as you've alluded to and described, will just have a trash bag for the belongings, and what that does to that sense of how that affects their hope and their dignity. And so it's so interesting that you named your nonprofit after it. I mean, it's so central to the mission, isn't it? So how many children are currently that you're working with that are in the foster care system here in the St. Louis area that the foundation supports?
Well, so far since we started in 2022, we don't already served over, maybe pretty much close to 1,000. We don't serve 1,000, but we've got a ways to go. There's over 4,000 something kids just in the state of Missouri alone that's in the foster care system, and we ain't gonna get into the numbers of Illinois. The numbers are, the system is consistently increasing, and the aging out are suffering because they're getting forced out because the funding is not there to keep them there. And so if they're not part of these programs, they're out. And so our goal is to serve every one of them, even the aging out, and helping them find their way, their footing, and still letting them know that you loved. You know, you're not just pushed out in the streets. We're just going to find a different program for you to help you.
I had read that too, that you're supporting kids who are aging out of the system with mental health resources, job workshops, and literacy programs. I think that's really great. I want to go back to this photo that we have of the Smile Room, which I think is so beautiful, beautifully named. And it's where children get to choose their own luggage. And so we're going to take a look at that photo and their essentials. I wanted to ask you, what is that experience like for them when they get to go into the room to pick out their luggage, their bag?
It's a very emotional situation because, excuse me.
No, it's okay.
To see them walk into that room and they know that I've created this for you so you can have the choice to say, I want that luggage. I love that color. And then you can pick out the essentials of whatever you need, that we would give them weeks worth of essentials, packs of underwear, socks, the t-shirts, the high J's, and they get to pick out their brand. that's the smile room, because when they walk out of there, they are really happy. And we get to celebrate that with them.
No, I think that's beautiful. And I think you allude to something that we take so much for granted, don't we? And how just having something that belongs to oneself and something that can make you feel proud about yourself and not just feeling like you're unimportant or not thought about. So I think it's special. And I love that you're touched by that. You've brought some beautiful artwork, and I want to make sure we talk about, obviously, all the work that you're doing. I read that this is 100% volunteer, your nonprofit, 100% volunteer efforts to make it, keep it going. So you have a fundraiser coming up. Tell me about the Art Gala on November.
Well, the Art Gala is something that in 2022, when Daryl McDaniels came for our first gala, he's our ambassador, just to let you know, of Run DMC. He saw the potential of where this gala can go every year. So last year we kind of did a sneaker ball and everything, but he really put focus on making sure we had an ideal for this year. And he said, hey, get the kids involved. And so we came together about creating art, and we went to the kids in the system at residential. Foster care parents stepped up to the plate so these kids can create what they want the world to see. And so some of the artwork is from these kids, and this is the stuff that they showing that it may express their feelings and emotions of what they're going through. Some of it's happy, some of it's sad. And then there are parents who adopted kids with this painting. Is from an adopted family, and the young lady in here was a foster care, a foster child that they adopted, and they created this painting, and so I think she's an adult now, but they wanted to donate it because what it represented, that this is love, this is everyone coming together to say, hey, we're family. And so we were so thankful that they donated that.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So just to be clear, too, the Art Gala consists of the silent auction, dinner, and performances. You have a big name, and I want to be sure before we wrap up the interview that you've got a hip-hop legend, DJ Cut, who's going to be part of this, and we should probably mention
DJ
that.
Cut is, he's been given the Daryl DMC Spirit of Humanity Award. The things that DJ Cut does here in this, DJ Cut is incredible what he does in the community. And we want to salute him with that, because that's the heart that DMC carries when he speaks to these youth. He does the things he does for the community, and to see DJ Cut create that, his DJ school for the kids so they can learn something different than just being in the streets or being in gangs and everything. And we just had to commend him for that. So he's also going to be a speaker as well. And then we have DJ Charlie Chad, who is the DJ for Run DMC, and also Daryl McDaniels' personal DJ. And we got a lot of different people coming to support us in their music efforts. So.
A lot of different people coming together for a great cause. You're going to raise money, and people can get involved. We do want to be sensitive about this, that, you know, for each child that you're helping, there's a dollar amount that goes to that just has to be raised, has to come together. So if people can't come to the fundraiser, we want everyone out there. We want everyone to come on November 8th, but they can also go to your website to learn more information and to get involved.
Yes. Our website has everything on there, from past stuff to even what's happening right now with the gala and how they can be of support. So please go to our website, mylifeinthebagfoundation.org, and everything's on there. And come be a part of the growth of these children's lives, because they need us.
And I appreciate that, and I love that you've taken a passion and gotten so many people involved, all the volunteers, to make this happen. We've got this great event coming up. The event's theme is Painting Smiles, which goes with your smile room. Is there any message before we wrap things up that you want people to walk away with, to know about, to know just about the organization, just that message you want people to know?
I kind of want people to take away this one thing. Imagine someone's coming into your home, and there are circumstances that law enforcement have to get involved, children's division have to get involved. But imagine a kid being told, here's a trash bag, and you got less than 10 minutes to pack your life in this bag because you're moving out of here. So now let's take the time and think about that. You're already emotional about whatever's maybe going on with your loved one, and now all of a sudden you're finna be uprooted You ain't even got enough time to put what you really want in that bag. But that's going to end up being your life from that point on.
Yeah.
There are laws in the state of New York, and I want to also say Texas, where they got laws now that no kid going through this system can ever have a trash bag. Well, we got to make that happen here in the state of Missouri, because that's something that's a real hurt to these kids, that they feel like trash and they shouldn't have to feel that way. So that's the one thing I want to take
I
away.
appreciate that. It's an important message, and one that you need to get out, and we
Yeah.
need to get out. And I appreciate you being here today to share that with us, and how you've started My Life in a Bag Foundation. Thank you so much.
No, thank you for having us and
Thank
giving us the platform to inform everyone, because a lot of people don't know.
Absolutely. Well, before we leave, we're gonna put some stuff up on the screen for you. This stuff that I mentioned is information for you to learn more about My Life in a Bag Foundation, where you can go to learn more about not just the art gala coming up, but other ways that you can get involved. And then you're also looking at what's on the screen, which is our information for STL TV. So be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I should call it X, and YouTube. And of course, our website, stltv.net, where you can watch more interviews and have information on all of our programming. Thank you so much for joining us.